So now I want to show you how to connect this directly to a projector or TV if you're using one, and use the camera without a computer. We have our projector set up. With the Neo3, you're going to get a short VGA cable, you see here. This cable will connect directly into the back of the Neo3 to the VGA port. Now, unlike the other HoverCams, like the T3, this Neo3 requires power, and you will get a power supply in the box with it. That will have to be plugged into an electrical outlet, and then that's plugged into the back, like so. There's also an on-off button back here, so you also have to turn the camera on when you want to use it. Just push it in, and when it's powered and on, the blue lights come on the buttons. Those are always going to come on, so if you see it lit up in blue, you know the camera's on. So as you can see, we're going to open up the camera here, make some adjustments. Now, we have a dark background on the table, but you can see my hand there. This is the live image from the camera, going right into a projector. It's first time for HoverCam that you're doing this. Just going to throw my keys under there, give us something to look at. And this is going to work just like any other document camera. Now we can adjust the camera head. We have a little bit of mechanical zoom here. You just tilt the arm forward some, adjust it accordingly. You have some zoom. We can adjust our focus knob very easily just by turning it. And now we have these buttons on the front of the camera here. The up and down buttons are actually digital zoom. So we can press it, and you just keep pressing it to zoom in. And you can press it back to zoom out. So that's going to give you a lot of zoom. Between the mechanical arm and the digital zoom on here, you can always just adjust your focus real quick. You can have a great picture. The button in the center, it's marked with an M. One push on that is going to freeze the picture. As you can see, I picked up my keys, but they're still on the screen here. That's a frozen image. So you can do that if you want to make sure nothing's going to change, if you need to move the object out from under the camera and you still want to display that picture, you have it right up there. Push the center button again to unfreeze. Now there's our new image. If you hold down the center button, it's going to rotate your image. So you can rotate it 180 degrees. So if your picture is upside down, instead of messing with the paper or the object that you have under there, you just hold down that button and it'll flip it for you. Hold it back, it's going to flip it right back to the way it was. Lastly, you have the left and right arrow buttons. These buttons will actually change your resolution. So you can have a couple different resolutions on here connected through VGA, and you can change or scroll through them just by using these buttons. It's basically the same effect as you'd have within the HoverCam Flex software. You're just doing this without the use of a computer. Lastly, in this mode, you do have a switch on the side here to turn your lamp on and off. You can adjust that. Obviously, it's shining into the arm here, so we can move it a little bit. And now we have a much brighter image of our keys. We're going to adjust our focus a little bit, and there we go. And this will work the same way for a piece of paper, for an object. If you're in a science class and you want to put an animal underneath there, or an insect, it's all the same. Very easy to use, very economical, $2.99. We're going right into a projector. You can go right into a TV with a VGA input. That's basically it. This can work for just about anything, and it's very, very easy to use. You can pick it up in no time.